This is my Front Runner roof rack with the Front Runner Wolfpack Pro boxes. I bought 3 of these boxes and I've carried them in the bed of the truck for a while until I got the roof rack installed. And then they make mounts for the boxes where you can tie them down and they won't open. They're supposed to be waterproof, and for the most part they are, but I went camping last weekend and that one there had gotten a little bit of water in it, so the small chair and tent that I had in that front box was just a little damp. Not a big deal. We camped outside. It didn't rain on us, but it threatened rain one day. It didn't really rain. But the point is that you don't want stuff getting... Everything in there is waterproof. Okay, I've got a cot, a tent, and a table in there for my to go into my Gazelle tent, which is in that red bag right there. That's supposed to be a waterproof bag, and that's also proved to be leaky. It's not very water resistant the way they said it was. These two I have not had leak. That one leaks just a little bit, and the point is that you don't want to get mildew and mold and funky smells on your stuff when you get to your campsite and open that up. But I've got a solution or I've got a change. Well, it's a change and a solution that I'm gonna show you today. That's my fantastic homebrew job of tying down my traction boards. So I'm going to show you what I got to rearrange this whole thing today. This is a box made by the Bush Company. There's a lot of really good overlanding stuff made in both Australia and South Africa, and this is made in one of those places. I believe they're in South Africa. But the importer of my favorite importer of these products is Midgard Adventure Supply. They are the ones who installed my roof rack for me, and they did a really good job. There was a small leak to it at first. They fixed it, no problem. So we've been good ever since. Had a really bad rainstorm come through the area yesterday. You can kind of see it's still kind of looming. It's supposed to storm again tomorrow. But no leaks in there after that really heavy rain we had for about 2 hours yesterday. So good job, Midgard Adventure Supply. Link in the description below. They do sell stuff online. No affiliate program and no sponsorship from them. I just really like the way they do work. So I got this from them at the Moore Expo in April of 2023. And it's made to hold 3 of those boxes. Actually, it's made to hold 3 of the non-pro model of those boxes. But I did a comparison. Somebody had... The Wolfpack, the Front Runner makes those boxes. They make a Wolfpack and a Wolfpack Pro. Those are the Pro models. They're virtually the same size. I did a side-by-side comparison at one of the retailers at the Moore Expo and found they're the same size. So this guy will allow me to put all 3 boxes on one side of the roof rack. Now, these are great, mounted the way that they are. But the problem with, see, this mount right here, and supposedly you can put a lock in there, but what kind of a cheesy lock is going to be that small? I don't know. I've never have locked them. So this guy right here unclamps. There's one of these on the other side. These bolt directly to the rack here. And then these 2 hold down the box. And that's great, but due to the way that the slats are spaced on the roof rack, you can't really mount them together any closer than that. So I've got one over there. I was wanting to turn them 90 degrees and have them this way and mount 3 together, but the slats, the spacing on the slats wouldn't allow me to do that. So I kind of feel like it's a waste of space to have them mounted this way because there's 2 here and 1 there. Using this will allow me to put those 3 boxes that are up there all on one side and completely free up the other side of the roof rack. So let's look at it today. All right, you can see these guys right here are mounted, and there's this rubber piece that goes in it to prevent rattling. There's a piece here, and a piece here, and the box fits across this way. And since the slats are the way they are, now you can turn these 90 degrees and mount them like that so that the box, instead of the box mounting this way, it can mount this way. But there's not enough room or enough slats on this specific model to mount 3 in a row. Because you got these 3 slats here, and you got 3 more behind it, and then only 2 back that way. So you can't mount 3 of them in a row like this. And it just doesn't line up correctly. I don't think there's room even with those brackets the way they are. There's 2 here, and granted they're turned this way instead of turned that way, but I measured it when I first installed them, and it didn't work. I can't remember exactly what it looked like right now, but I couldn't get it to work. So because there's just not enough. There was 1 more row of slat like that. it would probably work. But this way, that bag down there will go right here, and it'll free up everything on this side. And I can mount my pod lights to the side. I can get the track boards. Front Runner makes a track board mounting system. They cost, that mount for the track boards costs more than the track boards themselves. That's why I don't have one yet, but we might end up with one day. Maybe I'll look on Facebook, see if I can get a used one. So I'm going to take those off and install that bag right now. All right, I got all the stuff. So follow up from earlier, all three of these, we had a really heavy rainstorm come through the area yesterday, and all three of these boxes had water in them. These are supposed to be waterproof boxes. They seal with this rubberized weather stripping, and I've had all of these boxes for less than a year. Two of them I bought at the Colorado Overland Expo show in August of last year, and the third one I bought at the Rendezvous in the Ozarks in the fall of last year. All bought within the last 6 to 7 months, something like that. So this weather stripping is supposed to keep these boxes waterproof. It goes on top like that, and it latches on all four latches. So all of them had water in them. Not a lot of water, but definitely not watertight either. So I've got them all put in this bag here. They fit very snug, which is good. I am not complaining about that. They fit very snug. You want them to fit snug so that they don't bounce around and rattle when you're going down the highway, or especially when you're going off-road. But what you do have to do, so I put the boxes in, I put my stuff back in, and now I can't put the lids on. So what you're going to have to do is bring the boxes out, put the lids on, and put them back in. So we're going to do that right now. All right, snug, latch down, completed. This bag is great because it has this really heavy-duty zipper on it. Go all the way around. Well, it's got a dual zipper, so I guess I could come. In fact, I will. I'll come to the center so that when I go to open it the next time, I'll open it from this side, and I'll be able to open it right in the middle. That's a good idea there. And then this Velcro, very heavy-duty, heavy woven Velcro strap comes down. There we go. Over the thing, just like that. Makes it nice and water. This is supposed to be watertight. I guess, you know what? It's going to be the next test. Okay, we've got that all the way. It is really snug, but it does fit. Didn't have to stretch or pull anything. Nice snug fit, which again, is the way you want it. You don't want them flopping around inside of there while you're driving down the road. So there's the whole thing, and it's not too terribly heavy. Of course, it depends on what I put in the box, what I choose to put in the boxes. But that's going to go right up there, so we're going to put it up there now. All right, all done. These are made for ratchet straps. Now, you can put them through that way, which I've done, one on either side, or you could do them this way. You could do 3 across like that. The guys at Midgard Adventure Supply, where I bought this, seemed to think that going that way would be a little bit more stable. And I pretty much agree with that. You'd have to have some kind of hook over here. You can see I've got it wrapped around right here, there, and then wrapped around here. They do make some eyelets and strong hooks for tying down cargo. Front Runner makes these, and these are pretty. This is that channelized eye channel or whatever they call it, which is pretty common for a lot of different brands of roof racks. So I'll order some of those tonight and get these tied down in a better fashion. But they're tied down in the front and the back, 2 ratchet straps. All I got to do is loosen this piece and then pull this hook off. And then now I don't have to mess with this at all. Unzip it, and then the whole thing's open up. It's a little bit more restrictive if I want to get to just one box. So now I have to open up the bag and open up the lid just to get one box to one box. But then the whole, I can pull out that one box and use it and put it back and whatnot. So it's a little bit more restrictive maybe as far as opening goes. I've got that tied down in the front there, and then the eyelets will go in that front run as well. But I've got 3 boxes in that pack where it's taken up a lot less, using the room a lot more efficiently than it was before. So the same 2 boxes that I had over here and the single box on the passenger side is all in here, all the same stuff, and just a lot more usable space up on top of the roof rack now. So we're going to try this for a while, see how we like it. I'm sure that bag will be a lot more waterproof than those Wolfpack Pros were. Overall, I'm still happy with those Wolfpack Pros. They're just not as waterproof as what they claim they are. But, oh well. Get on the Front Runner's website and order some new eyelets. Ratchet that down a little bit. You're not going to want to carry stuff up there that you want easy access to every day. But when I go camping and whatnot, and we're parked for a couple days at a campsite, my camp chair, my cot, my couple of tables are in there. Got another tent for the back of the truck and that kind of thing. So good place to store it, and I'm really happy with this setup right now. We'll do another video in a few weeks or a couple of months after I've used it for a while to see what I still think about it.